I'm Chris, I play guitar and stick to your guns. What's up, Metal Hangar 18?
Yeah. Welcome back to Bulgaria.
Thank you.
How was your trip?
I took some pills last night and I slept the whole way, so it was nice.
How is the tour going so far?
The tour's been great, shows are big. PARKWAY is very nice people to be around, so they're a great band to be on tour with.
Nice.
Yeah,
What about
crowds.
Darkest Hour?
Darkest Hour, they just came on. Yeah, they're sick too. They're nice, they're funny, they like to party. We are very polar opposites, but get along, so it's cool.
So, what are your memories from your first concert here in Bulgaria, and what do you think of our country, and was there any culture shock you experienced?
For my first experience here,
Yeah.
It was like 3 years ago.
yeah, honestly, I don't really remember much.
Okay, that's
When,
awesome.
being honest, like being on tour, it's like all like one big blur to me. But like, I enjoyed walking around in the city last time. Today I'm real kind of grumpy, so I'm not doing that so much. But
Did you expect that it would be so cold?
no, I didn't expect it to be so cool. It was snowing the other day.
Yeah, we also didn't
I only brought
expect-
I brought a windbreaker. I'm like freezing.
So, throughout the years, Stick to Your Gun has gone through numerous lineup changes, with Jess being only the only original member left, and in what way do you think that affected the band as a whole?
In what way do I think it what?
Affected the
Oh,
band?
affected the band as a whole? Well, I mean, the band just evolved, I guess. The band started like, Jesse and his friends started the band when they were young, they were like 15. And when you're 15 and you start playing a band versus now we're all like, I'm in my 30s, Josh is in his 30s, Jesse's almost 30. So it's like, as you get older, people realize they don't want to do this as they probably never planned to be on tour like this was never a plan, you know, you didn't go like, oh, we're gonna play Bulgaria one day, and we're gonna like, you know, like nobody ever does that. So when you're like 15 and then it starts escalating into something bigger than you anticipated, some people just quit and get jobs. So
Way of life.
just kind of like weeds out people who really are passionate about playing music and has its way of finding the right people.
Most people assume that it's a musician's job to win over his fans, but listening and giving feedback is also considered an active process. And what do you think of the role fans have in this whole musical communication process?
The role that fans play in it? I don't know, really. It really depends on whether you're talking about like for me, personally, I judge the future of like how I write a song based off how people react to it. So if like a song like Against the Mall or whatever, like that's like one of our like bigger songs that does real well, that makes me go like, okay, well why does that work? And now I'm going to try to recreate that in a new way, like in a Against the Mall 2.0 kind of thing, you know? Like, so I always try to just like, not that I'm trying to please other people, but I get excited when other people are excited, so therefore I want to make them excited. So it's like this circular, that sounds so hippie, like passing of energy though, but yeah.
Sounds nice.
What do you think of the value music has nowadays, and do you think it's affected in any way by the musical abundance that surrounds us nowadays?
What was the first part of the question?
What do you think of the value music has nowadays?
Oh, the value
Yeah.
music has? Well, I think people just have shorter attention spans now because you can get everything like immediately. So that devalues it, I would say. But at the same time, when you find a band, like a good example is PARKWAY, when you find a band that could like, whether they're your cup of tea, you know, but they're able to connect with their audience and rise above through all of that white noise of 100,000 other bands that sound like PARKWAY. They're doing something special that resonate with people. And I feel like when you are able to achieve that in this climate of white noise and too much information, then there has to be something special there. So that's, I don't know, that in itself is cool.
I can say that you guys are doing the same thing.
Oh, thank you. I mean, that's the goal, I guess.
What's your opinion on the current state of the world is in right now, and what can people do in order to make it a better place for the next generations to come?
I mean, that's a heavy question, I guess, because there's lots of specific things you can do. But for me, I just try to be a good person, you know, try to treat people how you want to be treated. That's like the most basic level thing, but just like don't be a dick, you know. Like, and I don't believe in like you can't have something and tell someone they can't have it, regardless of whatever it is. Like even on like a political sense, versus like governments being upset about like, well, they're gonna have nuclear bombs, and you're like, well, you have nuclear bombs, so I just find it. I don't know, just don't be a dick.
So, life motto,
Yeah,
don't be a dick.
yeah, don't be a dick. Stop trying to control people. Let people live their own lives.
Great. So, we recently heard that you are the first American hardcore band to play in Kenya.
Yeah.
How would you describe this experience, and how do you felt on such a different part of the world?
I feel like it was an extreme culture shock, and it was.
Now we have a culture shock.
Yeah, because I've never seen anything like that in my life. Like even just like the amount of poverty, but at the same time, you see people who have very little, and they seem happy. You know, I'm not saying that everyone seems happy with their situation, but it made me realize like maybe just not want to complain about small stuff. You know that
Makes you humble.
yeah, like don't sweat the small stuff because. Really, when it comes down to it, I feel like it made me realize like I really won like a lottery of life, being born where I was born, like not having to deal with that stuff. Like seeing like a little kid come up with like one shoe, and it just it's heartbreaking, you know.
So, can you say that this experience made you a better person? More or less.
I mean, I hope. I hope I like took something from it. I definitely just try to be like more grateful.
For what you have.
Yeah, everything, man. It's all perspective, I guess.
When will the next Todorov studio album arrive, and what can we expect from it?
We start recording in May,
That's cool.
and we already have a bunch of demos done and stuff. But what to expect, I have no idea. I mean, it's gonna
Would
be.
it sound similar to the newer stuff or the older stuff?
I don't know, a little mix of both, probably. You know, there's a couple like throwback type parts and stuff, but it's always evolving. So who knows?
Great. We can wait to hear.
I think it's supposed to be out in the fall, but I don't know when.
Okay, my turn. As we already know about Jesse's involvement in treatment, do any of you guys from the rest of the band have any side projects or fun hobbies, for example?
Well, I mean, Josh plays in 18 Visions, and he plays in Extremist, which doesn't really do much, I don't think. I play in another band called Walls of Jericho, which doesn't really do much. And George might be playing drums in a new band soon, but I don't want to say what band it is because I don't think it's 100% yet.
It's a famous band?
Nah, they're not famous. I mean, but they're good though. So it's
Okay,
pretty cool.
we'll hear about it.
But yeah, I mean, everybody just occupies their time.
Every time it's music, right?
No, not all the time. I don't know. There's other things. I like making picture frames.
Yeah, nice.
I've only done 2, but I'm into it.
Sounds good. How do you imagine your life without playing in a band? For example, does any of you guys or you imagine being a doctor someday?
Being a doctor?
Yeah. Or anything, astronaut, whatever.
I honestly don't know because I've been doing this since I was in high school. So it's always been like, all my jobs have been means to get to this. And like I was always saving money to buy an amp or say like, it was all about this. And I feel very lucky that I find myself in Bulgaria and yeah, it's cool.
We're also lucky. So we actually finished with the main question, but we have a few bonus questions.
Alright. Are they like tough skill testing?
No. How do you feel so far away from home, and do you get homesick while you wander?
Yes, I do.
How do you deal with this?
I have a daughter and I FaceTime her every single day, and then I'll just watch videos of her. So that's what makes me like homesick, and helps me deal with it at the same time. But even just having everyone in the band, like we're all pretty close. We're all really close friends, so it's like we help each other deal with this stuff.
If you had any superpowers, what would they be?
Superpowers?
Yeah.
I would make it so no one could lie.
That's an original, though.
that would be-
That's my
We never
superpower.
heard.
I want no one to lie around me. I mean, I would like no one to lie in general. We debate this a lot, whether like, because obviously some people think it's okay to lie about like if somebody says like, do I look good in this shirt? And you're like, yeah, you look
White
fine.
lies.
Yeah, you know. But I feel like if everyone just told the truth about everything, we could just get past some stuff quicker. Move on.
Do you have any guilty pleasures in terms of other music genres?
Guilty as in like I should be embarrassed of it, I guess.
Yeah, kind of.
I don't know, because I don't really feel like I'm embarrassed by anything I like. Like I love One Republic.
Oh, I also love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, like, I don't know. But I'm not like, ooh, I don't want anyone to find out that I like One Republic. Like, I like that kind of stuff. Any like overly produced pop music I normally like get excited about.
That's good. Do you like the new Ed Sheeran album?
The new what album?
Ed Sheeran?
Oh, actually, yeah. I don't know his new record, but I watched a documentary of his on an airplane once, and it made me like it. But I don't really like. I don't really listen to him. Yeah, like the documentary was cool. He's playing like in Wimbledon or something. It was crazy. He's cool.
So I recommend you the new album if you really like overproduced
He
pop.
did write a Justin Bieber song that I like though. That the "You Should Go and Love Yourself" song by Justin Bieber. And when I found out it was him, I was like, oh, it makes total sense. It sounds like an Ed Sheeran song. So respect Ed Sheeran.
So last question: what's your dream tour? Which bands do you want to tour that you haven't already toured with?
Dream tour. We've been lucky enough to tour with almost everybody that I love, except for like somebody ridiculous like Metallica or something like that. But we've even played shows with Metallica. So I'd have to say Metallica probably.